December and the new Dual Destiny season are here, which means new Pokemon in the wild, raids, max battles, eggs, research, and more. Let's get into it. Starting with the new seasonal bonuses, we'll be getting an additional free raid pass per day, extra Stardust from Rocket Battles, and extra Stardust from gifts. If you can, use the free daily raid passes. Even 1 and 3-star raids are worth doing for items, XP, and Stardust. 90 additional free raid passes over the next 3 months is huge. It's fun to see some new Pokemon roaming around in the wild, but nothing too crazy here. And the only notable changes to eggs is the addition of Galarian Corsola, so hopefully you didn't go too crazy trying to catch that one this past week, since you'll have all of the next season to roll the dice for it. For a preview of what's coming for all of December, check out my video where I run down everything announced so far. Moving on to raids this week, Zacian, Zamazenta, Regice, and Regieleki with Mega Altaria in 4-star Mega Raids will continue to be available until Tuesday at 10 AM when the new season begins and raids change over to Chill Drive Genesect in 5-star raids with Mega Banette back so soon in 4-star Mega Raids. All can be shiny. Genesect is not the most useful Pokemon as a raid attacker, but it isn't too badly ranked in the Ultra and Master Leagues, especially the Chill Drive version we're getting now. It's a mythical Pokemon though, which means you cannot trade it. Mega Banette is the best Ghost-type Mega after Gengar and ranked 3rd overall as a Ghost-type attacker, making it well worth raiding to get enough Mega Energy if you missed it in October. The new raid bosses will be around until Thursday, December 12th. The week will begin without an active event, making this the final time we will see this particular collection of seasonal Pokemon in the wild. Mondays from 6 to 7 PM feature a single Pokemon taking over every power spot for Max Mondays. This week, Squirtle will feature. And while we're on the topic of Max Battles, starting Tuesday, we'll see the return of Beldum, Wooloo, and Phalanx to Max Battles, plus the new addition of Machop. Machop in particular is good to go for if you're planning to take on Gigantamax Lapras on December 8th, because Ice is weak to fighting and Machop is hopefully a Pokemon most people have a lot of candy for. Machamp does have a Gigantamax form coming eventually, but it shouldn't be too hard to build up some more Machop candy. If you want to save some candy, Machops received through trades will only cost 25 candy to evolve all the way into Machamp. That's 100 candy you can save right there. On Tuesday, the Dual Destiny season begins at 10 AM along with the first event, Just My Cup of Tea. This will introduce Sinistea and Poltegeist to Pokemon GO, which are 2 more Pokemon found in the Galar region. The event bonuses will be 2 times friendship bonus damage in raids and 50% more Stardust from raid battles. For shiny hunters, you'll want to be running incense to get encounters with Pokemon with boosted shiny rates. There will be event-themed wild Pokemon, field research, timed research, a collection challenge, and Pokestop Showcases. If you're looking for that Sinistea, it will be in 1-star raids. At least we get 2 daily passes for free. As mentioned, also at 10 AM, the raids will change to Genesect and Mega Banette. At 1 PM Pacific time, the active Go Battle Leagues will become the Great League and the Fantasy Cup Great League Edition. You can check the schedule in-game to see when the leagues change in your local time zone and to see what's coming up for the rest of the season. If you played GBL during the Max Out season, and especially if you played a fair amount, you may not want to go into GBL unless you have a star piece running. Literally, don't even touch the battle button. The first thing that will happen is it will reward you with a ton of Stardust, depending on what rank you achieved. For hitting rank 20, which requires around 100 wins in the past 3 months, you'll get 90,000 Stardust. That's a lot. I screwed this up last season and missed out on 45,000 additional Stardust. Don't be like me. The weekly Spotlight Hour runs from 6 to 7 PM on Tuesday and will feature Sableye. For 1 hour, it will be everywhere in the wild at a boosted spawn rate. The bonus will be 2 times catch Stardust, and Sableye is already a Stardust boosted Pokemon, so that's 1,500 Stardust per catch without factoring in a star piece or weather boost. Of course, it has a low catch rate, but it might be worth the raspberries and Ultra Balls if you're looking to beef up your Stardust supply. Shadow Sableye is ranked well in the Great League, but you'll need some Candy XLs, so this Spotlight can help you get some of those if you run a Ghost or Dark type Mega for extra catch candy. Unfortunately, last season's bonus of guaranteed Candy XL when trading will be over, but if you can make it happen, you can still get a guaranteed Candy XL if you trade Pokemon caught over 100 kilometers apart. On Wednesday, the weekly raid hour runs from 6 to 7 PM and will feature Genesect. An instant raid will appear on most gyms at 6 PM if there are players nearby with the game open. The raid will last 25 minutes, then there will be a 5-minute break before the next 25-minute raid will appear. Pokestop Showcases will end on Wednesday and Sunday at 8 PM. Enter them for easy Stardust and XP, and you could earn premium items if you place high enough. On Saturdays and Sundays in December, Tier 5 Shadow Raids will feature Shadow Regice. As a reminder, Shadow Raids are in-person only, no remotes. Regice is a pure ice type, but you're better off building a team of Glaceons as raid attackers. If you purify it, it isn't ranked too badly in the Ultra League. On Saturday from 2 to 5 PM, there will be a research day featuring 4 Pokemon that evolve into dragon types. The first thing to know about a research day is that you cannot get field research from the same Pokestop twice in one day, so if you're planning to play during the event, don't complete any field research from Pokestops in the area. During the event, you'll get encounters with any of the 4 featured featured Pokemon at a boosted shiny rate through field research. If someone knows what theme these wild Pokemon are following, post it in the comments. These will be in the wild during the 3-hour event window. There will be a paid timed research ticket, which gets you more encounters with one of the 4 Pokemon of your choice, if there's one you are particularly interested in shiny hunting. And once you complete that event ticket, you can buy another. So if there are 2 shinies you're after, there you go. The Cup of Tea event will then end at 8 p.m. on Saturday. On Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m., the first ever Max Battle Day will take place and feature the debut of Gigantamax Lapras. Get your Toxtricity and Machamp ready. Grass types will also do super effective damage, but they will get obliterated from Lapras's ice moves. If you need to round out your team with a tank, Blastoise or Metagross could fill that spot. And the grand design has been revealed, as Max Mushrooms will also debut alongside the event. These are premium items with a timer, similar to Lucky Eggs or Star Pieces, that will double your Pokemon's attack damage during max battles. We don't yet know how long the effect lasts, so I will update a pinned comment below when that information is available. This could help some communities that struggle to complete Gmax battles because they don't have enough people, but it comes with a price, and this won't simply equate to needing half the amount of players. The cheer mechanic that knocked out players can use actually does help a lot, and with fewer people in battle, that's fewer people cheering. Cheering sends your Pokemon into the max move stage quicker, and getting into that stage more frequently means more survivability because you can heal and guard more often. The Max Mushroom doesn't boost your ability to heal or guard, and a knocked out Pokemon does no damage, let alone double. So unless you personally have a well-built team already, don't bother using a Max Mushroom. As for the event, this is basically the equivalent of a raid day for max battles, though much less generous. Like a raid day, all power spots will host Gigantamax battles and they will refresh more often. And like a raid day, you'll get some extra free battle opportunities. The free bonuses include a doubling of the max particle collection limit from 800 to 1600, allowing you to easily have enough to do 3 Gmax battles if you carry forward some particles from the previous day. You'll also get double the particles from walking, which will only require 500 meters instead of 2 kilometers to reach, and every power spot will grant 8 times the usual particles, which should be 960 instead of 120, assuming they count as new power spots, which actually means it's possible to do 4 free Gmax battles if you plan ahead. Since you'll get 600 particles from walking and between 800 and 960 from power spots, you'll be able to break the 1600 particle limit simply by collecting the 600 particles from the nearby menu before collecting particles from your second power spot. The important thing here is that you can't go into the day with particles waiting to be collected in the nearby menu. This will lock you to 300 particles instead of 600. Niantic is actually trying to warn us with this line from the blog. For these bonuses to apply, trainers must first collect all max particles available in the nearby menu. As in, if you have 300 waiting to be collected, you won't get 600 until after you collect those 300, and your total for the day will never reach enough to do 4 battles. So, on Saturday, bring your total up over 700, then claim 300 from exploration when you're done playing for the day. You should probably just turn off Adventure Sync then at that point. Then on Sunday, walk at least 500 meters to get the 600 particle exploration bonus, and just make sure to claim it after your first Gmax battle. Of course, there's also an event ticket, which will increase your collection limit to 5600 particles, which is enough to do 7 battles, or 8 if you carry over 800 particles from Saturday. You'll also get 2 times XP from max battles and a timed research that will grant 1 max mushroom and 25,000 XP. The weekend Pokestop Showcase will then end at 8 p.m. on Sunday, and the new seasonal bonuses for Dual Destiny will continue to be active until March 4th. That's it for the week ending Sunday, December 8th, 2024. Remember, games like this monetize your impatience. Take it slow and stay safe out there.